Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, where today we're fighting another of my favorite monsters in this game. Now, technically, we kinda already covered this one pretty recently, but I didn't really talk too much about it while fighting it. So this time I will. Also, this one's a bit different. And we did not get our defender high. That is unfortunate. Actually, hang on a sec. This set'll be better. So, some of you already know by the title what we're going to be fighting. But, yeah, it's a Bracky. It's a big Bracky. I rather enjoy Brachydios. Like, from the looks to the totally unique battle style to the fact that he's just among the monsters in this game that is very dangerous to underestimate no matter what your gear level is, because if you get blasted, he's still just as capable of making you quite dead, regardless of what your armor is, because Blast doesn't care about your armor. And then there's this one who gets his fists all red, and then using said red fists kind of explodes you if you hit them. Ooh, he's actually getting quite red right now, which is dangerous. In fact, all of his... Why was I holding on to that? I'm using a glaive. I have plugs. Yeah. Reactive explosions are dangerous, especially because this guy's reactive explosions hurt a lot. But, I mean, hey, it's not for nothing. If you beat this guy, you can get access to some of the best weaponry in the game. Also, every time he enrages, all of his parts go red. So, something I actually enjoy doing for fun with a glaive. Hit a part with the pheromone pellet. If it's one of the red parts, it will explode in reaction to it. And if you're playing in multiplayer, it can actually be quite fun to basically get your friends killed with that. Because oftentimes they won't see it coming. Ooh, Bracky circuit. He didn't make a full circuit, but still. Yeah, just the fact that you can cause explosions from a distance using an insect glaive, but not a bowgun or a bow, is silly, and I like to take advantage of that, much to my friend's chagrin. Alright, let's get on this guy again. This time we've got our challenger going. And we are going to have to re-up our red essence pretty soon after landing. Thankfully, that's easy enough. You just send your bug to his hands. Like so. Also, the bug doesn't explode his stuff. It's specifically the pheromone pellet or your melee attacks. So, let's see what we got here. Okay. Not the best thing I could have gotten, but certainly could have been worse. Could have been just a Brack Lash. Or whatever it is. I forget what G-Rank Bracky's tails are called. Lash doesn't seem right, because that's not really what his tail does. It's more like a cudgel. Alright, and since he does not have red fists right now, it is totally safe to attack them. Unless, you know, he puts down slime like that. Then it's not so safe. Yeah, I remember, I've liked Bracky pretty much ever since I tried Clashing Fists in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Because, I don't know, I'm just a fan of monsters where I know it's going to be super difficult and can go in with the mindset that, yeah, I'm probably going to die. Because it lets me know that, hey, I'm doing this specifically to challenge myself, and I don't know, if you're watching my videos, you're probably aware that I like a good challenge. Ow. And yeah, it's fun. Plus, it was always fun trying and trying and trying to get that first win against Clashing Fists. And I was actually quite pleased that... Good job jumping over me, stupid. Quite pleased that even despite all my failures, it was never me triple carting. In fact, most of the time I didn't even double cart, so... Mostly it was the team holds me back. But then every once in a while, Bracky just decides that you're dead. And you're dead. And you just get to laugh it off, because you expected it. Now, if I went into a fight like this expecting to never ever die no matter what, then yeah, I would probably get a whole lot more frustrated, but if you fear and respect the Bracky, he's a whole lot of fun. I rolled into that. Go me. That's part of the fun of a fight like this. Make a wrong move, you can see that you made the wrong move. You know what's coming. And when it hits, since you expected it, you just go, it was my fault. I feel dumb. Of course, I know not everyone has the same temperament I do. But I personally find it a lot more fun to laugh things off than to get upset by them. And let's grab some more of these. I'm coming for you, Bracky. I actually wasn't really sure how I felt about Bracky when I first saw him. But getting the fights in, he definitely grew on me. I mean, he had to. This one's huge. And now I'll stop with the terrible pun. That was painful even to me, don't you worry. And oh boy, I was just using the glaive for my Generations videos. Or rather, Generations demo videos. And having my effect extender bug makes a world of difference. I would love to see this guy get angry. Like that. Because riding an angry Bracky means that Challenger will be active when he's down. And I like that, because Challenger is a great skill and I love it. And Bracky is one of the monsters against whom I most love it. Clashing Fists is where I learned to love Challenger, because that Bracky is basically always enraged unless he's tired. Which makes Challenger an amazing damage skill for that fight. And I mean, it's a pretty good damage skill just all around unless you're fighting as an ogre. Or something else that can't enrage for part of the fight. Ow. Yeah, this guy's slime explosions are quite painful. I honestly think his slime is the most dangerous part of this Bracky, because his animations are slower than regular Brackies to account for the fact that he's much bigger. But his slime explosions are much more potent. In fact, all of his attacks are more potent, but the slime explosions... The slime puddles explode faster for him than they do for regular Bracky, given that they start at yellow instead of green. And that's a big part of what makes this a difficult fight. Though he's not aware of just how big he is, so things like what just happened can happen, where he, you know, rushes towards me but then goes right over me. He's not aware of his own size. Poor guy. Alright, now we can move around with a quickness. And let's get rid of this Blast Blight. There we go. I remember back when that was called Slime Blight. Because Bracky was the only monster with it. Oh boy, don't want to get hit. Ow. Did you hide some slime under the stage? That's dirty, Bracky. You gotta play fair, man. If he still had a tail, it would have come off just there. Dodged out of the way out of force of habit. Always interesting when you get an explosion to happen after the break. Feels like they should happen at the same time. That would just look so nice, wouldn't it? Also, when his tail has been severed, it's kind of tricky because you can't see the orange nearly as clearly, but it's still there and the tail can still explode, like that. At least you get the red flash to let you know it's gonna happen, but it's dangerous. Ooh, getting out of the way of that. And there we are. No more red slime. Where are you going, sir? Ow. Bracky, please don't punch me. I don't enjoy being punched, actually. I know I fight you a lot, but it's not because of the punching being a thing I like. It's actually because of the punching being a thing that scares me. I like the feeling of a challenge, not the feeling of a fist to my face, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I kind of want to grab that sparkly. And I'm gonna do it! Bracky be damned! Okay. Actually surprised I didn't really get punished for that, because he had to lick his hand. Trying to get the slime to go off with a poke, because if I can do it from a distance, it's certainly a lot safer. Whoops, I walked right into that one. Yeah, sure, try and punch me with your explodey hand. That's great. Okay, I see your game, and I'll let you stick to it, but... Ooh, are you tired? Was that drool I saw? It is. Well, both hands down. Thus getting our third and final sparkly out of this guy. Let's see what it is. More slime. I was really hoping for an immortal reactor, but that kind of goes without saying now, doesn't it? At least if you're familiar with this guy and what he can drop. Well, he managed to just effectively dodge my whole jump attack by pivoting. Don't know why you jumped over there, but, I mean, you do you. Ow. Dodged into part of the explosion. That's not the thing you want to do ever. So let's drink this. And then, well, I was gonna say let's get our essences back, but then he moved. It's actually kind of tough to get orange essence without using the pheromone pellet, simply because he holds his tail so high up, but if you use it to simply get your bug to a higher altitude and then just kind of hope, since his whole back is orange essence, you can actually get it pretty reliably. So, I kind of want to break his horn, but it's kind of tough to reach most of the time. Also, it's scary when he does that horn slam with his face red, because it just explodes instantly over a pretty large area, and that is scary. Yeah, roar all you like, buddy. I don't mind. There. Now let's see if we can't bust up this horn of his. Kind of need to be getting more hits if we want to bust it. There it is. Ooh, almost got exploded. Ah, yes, the good old-fashioned evasive slice. Alright, while you do that, I'll do this. And walk into that like an idiot. No punching. Thanks, cat. Ooh, another thing I like about Bracky that I haven't mentioned yet, the music. It's got this just heart-pounding beat to it. I love it. Really fits the monster, too. It is not nearly common enough for a monster to have a theme that is both great and fitting. But Bracky manages it. Ow. Poor Stache. What's your game, Bracky? You trying to kill me? Is that what you're trying to do? Because I'll have you know I'm going to kill you first. Always nice to accidentally defuse one of his glowy spots. Very nice when you can't just sneak an explosion up on you. Especially with how dangerous they are. Oh. Were he not raging, he would have fallen over just there. But that's pretty much always the case with Brackies now, isn't it? They do like to rage, which makes Challenger a very good skill. And that's another thing I love about Challenger, just the fact that in order to really make use of it, you have to be aggressive while the monster is at its most dangerous. Except in Molten Tigrex's case, because his second level of rage above the first level of rage doesn't count as rage for Challenger, which is weird and unfortunate. Yeah, like, this guy, when he is at his most aggressive, wanting to punch you to hell and back and blow you up, that's when you get in there and do your biggest damage. I love the concept of Challenger. Seriously, it's great. I love the skill. So let's use this. And since we've got an opportunity... Oh, no, we don't. I like how Bracky can do that in G rank. With his little dash, he can basically cover pretty much any distance really quickly. Make you really have to think when you're picking your moments. Thing is, I still want to sharpen. And now's my chance, maybe. Yeah. No punching. Difficult part of getting orange essence on him is the fact that his legs make your bug bounce. That can actually be problematic. Though there is a bug type that doesn't bounce, it's not nearly worth it when compared to the goodness that is the effect extender. Because, I mean, having to worry about your essences half as often over the course of a fight is simply unbeatable. Like, can't be done. Especially since you can still max out your bug's speed while having it. There's not much reason to choose a different bug. And there is absolutely no reason to ever choose the stamina speed bug, because that thing's special is, ooh, you can charge it up for the charged bug attack in 1 second instead of 3. But the thing is, that attack, even with a max power bug, on a G-rank weapon like this one, that attack does less damage than your simple unsheath attack. So, yeah, the poor bug just gets left behind as you rank up. Oh. Almost got exploded away from that mount. That would have been interesting. And down you go. Ooh, and one of your fists just stopped being red. That's great. Ooh, and that managed to get away from us before exploding. And I really wish I had my essences for just a moment longer there, but we're fine. There's my orange. And there's my red. This fight shouldn't be too much longer, I wouldn't think. We've had everything broken for a while now. Come on, guy. Just keel over already, would you? I mean, I know you're probably thinking the same thing to me, but I'm not going to. That's the difference between us. Ow. Though I might take your knee to my face every once in a while, but that's different. Please no punching. I always want to get him to run a full circle. The Bracky circuit is fun to watch. I think the best I've done is like 1.5 to 2 full circuits, which was hilarious to see. Because he just went around and around. And it was a frenzied Bracky, so it was very quick. Type of thing that's just fun to sit and watch. Oh boy, that was dangerous, getting tremored by the field lowering there. Ah, going for a twofer, huh? Yay! Now give me an immortal reactor. I don't know that I even need one, but darn it, I want one. Nope. Could have gotten that from a regular Bracky, you stingy jerk. Yay! Of course I'll swap it. Who needs rations? Again, stingy. Yeah, whatever. I can't really be upset. He gave me an immortal reactor. Doink. Ah, Bracky. Fun monster. My personal favorite fight in the entire series. And he looks cool, and he's got great music, which combines to make Bracky my favorite monster of the entire series so far. There are certain other monsters that I like the looks of better, but since Bracky has the fight, the decent looks, the music, he definitely takes the title. I love me some Bracky. Alright, what do we got here? Not anything too terribly interesting. In fact, if it weren't for this flashpoint slime, the reward screen would have made you think that I fought just a regular Bracky. Seriously. Oh, what did you get? Oh, nice. A pallium and an immortal reactor from one quest. And a charm that isn't awful, but I mean, whatever. Still taking it, but... All right. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. Join us next time when we take on another of my favorite monsters in this game. See you then, friends.